We are charting the higher octave. With me, DJ Nocturna, and my guests, I have Walter Santucci, who is with Detroit Illharmonic Symphony. Hi,
Hello,
Walter. Welcome
how
to
we
the
doing?
show. Great. And you live in
Cool.
LA,
I do.
and we're talking about this amazing production you're doing here. You have a new album that's
Right.
out now. It's called Everything Is Shattered.
Yep.
And you also have this animated motion picture called I'd Rather Be Turned Into Cat Food.
Right.
And then that's written by you, directed by you
Right.
as
It's an
well.
animated film. Yeah.
Oh, it's animated. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about Detroit Illharmonic Symphony.
It's a band that's been around since 2001, I think. Um, you think everybody would know about us by now, right? Uh, but it started, I was working at an animation studio and there was a TV series they were putting together,
Hmm.
and I was lucky enough to do the music for it, and it was a cross between hip hop and classical. And then the series got canceled, but I really liked the music we were doing. And so that just I was like, "Hey, let's just keep doing this." And
Yeah.
so for the last 20, 25, I guess it's 25 years, just a rotating cast of characters has been in and out of the band. Just
Yeah.
whoever was around was in the band at that moment. And so now the most recent album, we were lucky that Jack Grisham from TSOL and
Right. Yeah.
Keith Morris from Circle Jerks happened to wander through our mess, as it were.
Yeah. And this album you're referring to is Everything Is Shattered. That's with Jack
Yeah,
Grisham. Yeah.
right,
So how did you meet up with these guys and got them involved? Because they're special to this album only, right?
right, exactly. They have so many other things they're doing.
Hmm.
We were just lucky to even have that slice of time that they were able to devote to this.
Yeah.
Um, but we're starting the animated film, and the main character in the film was an important role. I was doing the voice. I tried to do the voice for it, and it wasn't working. And I was like, it needs a really special voice. And I was thinking, who could I get? And I started thinking about, well, maybe it doesn't have to be an actor. And I remembered Jack Grisham's appearance in the American Hardcore movie. And I remember he was really funny and very personable about some very messed up things, right? He's like making jokes about um, taking a pipe bomb and blowing up a garage. And like that really happened, and he was laughing about it. I said, that would be a great vibe for the main character voice. So I just I found him online. I sent him an email. He called me back immediately.
Hmm.
And then later on, like I mean, the production was a 4-year production. So I think like 2 years into the production, uh, I thought that we had to do a voice for a police officer. And I always thought Keith Morris, his speaking voice would be really funny for a police officer, that kind of fed up with everything tone he has.
Hmm.
And Jack Grisham knows everybody in the punk world. So I said, "Hey, Jack, you know Keith Morris, right?" And he was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. You think he might want to be in the film?" He said, "Yeah, well, I'll call him." And so we had just done a recording session, and by the time I got home, I think there was a message on my phone from Keith Morris. It's like, "Yeah, yeah, Jack says this is great. Well, let's do it."
Yeah.
But then it was another year before we actually got him in the studio because Circle Jerks and Off were both touring the world. Like when Circle Jerks got home, Keith would just like get a new toothbrush and go on the road with Off. And so scheduling him was really difficult.
So you're talking about the video, right? With him on it
Well, they both were in the movie, and then they both contributed to
to the
music,
album,
right?
right? Yeah, it's
Actually,
great. They have a great voice, definitely.
yeah, you can always tell
Oh
when
yeah,
it's
yeah.
one of
It
them.
totally matches what you're doing. Yeah. And this Everything is Shattered is also produced by the legendary Paul Roessler,
Right.
45 Graves. And like I was mentioning to you, I interviewed Paul twice. One was audio when I was on KTUH, and then the other one that was many years ago. I don't know, maybe like over 20 years. And then the second time was like maybe 2 years ago. And we talked about his is that his daughter, I believe, or his sister? He has a sister in the band, right?
His sister was a Black Flag's bass player for a
Yeah, yeah.
while.
Okay, that's his sister. Yeah, his younger sister, I think. And
Yeah.
yeah, they're very close. And then he's in Nina Hagen's, non-sex monk rock. And the song I always love is Anti-World. That's my favorite out of that whole album. And I play it all the time, And yeah, so he's amazing. And he was also involved in I believe in the Personal Jesus album that Nina Hagen did.
He's been in the scene since the Screamers, which was the first LA punk band. So
Yeah, so how did you get him? And now you recorded this in his studio, right? I think it's Kitten.
Kitten Robot.
Yeah, yeah, Kitten Robot.
Yeah, that happened like so many ingredients in this film pro and the music project came together because of Jack Grisham knowing
Oh
everybody.
no, yeah. So he connected you to Paul.
I said, because it's funny because Jack lives down in Huntington Beach,
Uh-huh.
which is, I don't know, like 30 miles from LA. So when we were scheduling him to come in and record, I was like, so Jack, tell me a studio near you that you want to record at so we can, so you don't have to drive to LA. And then he said, well, we'll do it at my friend Paul Roessler's studio, which is in LA. It's like he still had to make the 30-mile drive. And it was actually, at that point, it was like 5 miles from my house. It was very close. But he's just such good friends with Paul that he wanted to work in that studio. And it was great because the vibe was so, so relaxed because they're such good friends.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah,
so Jack,
yeah. They know each other and they know how to work together, right?
oh yeah, absolutely. And Paul, when we were there just at first to record the um, dialogue for the movie, but I was also putting the music together, and I asked Paul if he would do the mix for it because
Hmm.
he's such a music. I don't think I've ever met anybody that was so musical
Oh yeah,
in so many ways.
and he's so nice too.
Absolutely.
He's a really nice guy,
And we're
Um,
just yeah, just so lucky that it worked out that way because it would have been like a wish list I had. Who could do the record for us?
well, you did it,
Paul
right?
Roessler, and it just happened.
Yeah, so who are the members of the band with Detroit Illharmonic Symphony? I know you. So that's you, Cool Walt.
Right. And then um, there is a recurring cast. Like
Mhm.
every album has different people, and we've done 9 albums, different people each album, but a lot of recurring characters. There's a violinist named Cecilia Suhr
Yeah,
that
I like
she,
that.
yeah, she plays on the Keith Morris track,
Uh-huh.
and she is on most of their albums. And then there was a multi-instrumentalist named Lukecage,
Hmm.
and unfortunately he died last May.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was heavy because I worked with him since
Oh,
2000. But he is an amazing saxophone player, pianist, drummer,
so
and
is he? I know he died last May, but is he in the album?
is he on any tracks on this one?
I don't know if you were able to record it before he passed away.
Oh, yeah, he was not part of anything on Everything is Shattered. I was trying to
Oh,
remember because there's a couple of tracks on the album that are older ones that we put on
oh yeah,
on
yeah.
Everything is Shattered, but um you'll know, I mean,
I'll,
the
I'll
track,
look at the album because
yeah,
the name would say in the who's connected, right?
yeah,
And then there's Raga Roni
yeah,
and
who helps put the beats together.
oh, and
They're
is
like,
there is somebody I know? There's another person.
well, this
How do you
the
pronounce this? Malyque? How do you
oh,
pronounce it?
Malyque,
Oh,
Malyque,
Malyque Smith.
yeah,
Yeah.
Malyque. I've worked with Malyque since the 1990s because
Uh,
I was in a hip hop group live band called Four or Five Dopes, and our best friends on the scene slash biggest rivals was a band called Beats and Blunts,
uh,
and Malyque was the head of Beats and Blunts, and then like at a year later, our rapper left and Malyque left Beats and Blunts, so he joined Four or Five Dopes. So we've been making music since the
so
90s.
he's a rapper and a turntablist.
He's a rapper, turntablist, singer,
Uh,
and also will occasionally play piano and bass
so
too.
in this album, his contribution was just that he was
He
rapping.
was, I think he was, yeah, he did a couple of raps and some turntables.
Oh wow, that's so cool. And then you play the bass, the cello, the guitar, and the piano.
Right.
Well, wow. Okay, so you're a multi-instrumentalist too. That's amazing.
I actually, since we're talking about who's on the record, I also want to talk about Max Galbreath. And
Okay.
she did the lead vocal on Everything Is Shattered. Like Jack
Oh,
Grisham came in and did one of the verses, but she was the lead vocalist. And she's from a group in Seattle called 2% Milk, which is like one word, and two is spelled with two T's. It's like to 2% milk.
uh-huh. Wow.
And and she's just a absolute I didn't know her before this project, and she said kind of meekly said, "Hey, I have an album out on Spotify, if you want to listen to it sometime." And so I did, and I was just like, "Oh my God, you're so brilliant. I can't believe you actually sing. You're like another
Uh-huh.
absolute musical genius that happened to end up on this album." I'm like, "Wow."
Yeah, I mean, you find these people, they're so talented, and they should be actually winning Grammys and stuff like that,
I
I'm
know,
serious. I know,
exactly.
but the people winning Grammys are not, I don't know. Well, I don't want to say nothing, but yeah, you know what I mean.
I do. Once in a
The-
while,
the- yeah.
Grammy goes to the right person, but
Right, right. I mean, of course, there are talented Grammy winners out there. Anyway, so why? I know you live in LA. So how did you come up with Detroit Illharmonic Symphony?
it goes back to when I was doing the music for that animated series in the late or early 2000s. And I was calling the group that did the music the Decomposing Illharmonic Symphony,
Mm.
just because I thought, well, isn't that clever? Um, And then when the TV show stopped, I was like, well, I liked Decomposing Illharmonic Symphony because it spells dis. I thought
Oh yeah.
that was cool. I was like, well, what can I replace the D with? And I was like, well, most symphonies are named after a city. And I was like, well, what's my favorite
Oh
city? My favorite city is I love Detroit. And I was like, well,
yeah. Music
that's
capital.
yeah. Uh,
Motown.
yeah, there's so much
Uh,
great music in Detroit, and it was kept the letter D in there, so it still
uh,
said dis. And yeah, so
uh,
yeah, it is a tribute to Motown.
I know.
And
I love Motown. Yeah, nothing like Motown.
yeah, that was such a it was it was like America's Beatles, the way it had the influence on the rest of the world. It was so powerful.
And these artists that's in this album that you're working with, it's collaboration. They're all a mix, right? They're all the hip hop and all kinds
Right.
of people, post punk, whatever you want to call it. Alternative music, right?
Yeah.
Everybody is just a mix. It's a mix, all talents of different kinds.
Yeah,
So,
because music is music.
right, right, and if you listen to the songs, like I'm people should tune in and just listen to this, and you can hear it. I mean, it's so. I'm trying to place like what genre would this be? I can't figure it out. It's kind of a mixed thing, and it's beautiful.
Well,
I,
thank
I
you.
I can tell it's done. I mean, it's really tight. I can tell it's done with a lot of passion.
And I found that in terms of category, it gets categorized based on what the person labeling it is really into. Because
Mhm.
two different people will call the same album of ours something totally different. They'll latch on to, oh wow, that's an electronica album. And I'd be like, wow, well, you know the cello and the violin were all live, so
Right,
it's not
right.
quite electronica, but it's got that rhythm to it. and then other people latch onto it's hip hop, and some, oh, it's post punk.
Yeah. So I'd rather be turned into cat food. So that is an animation that you wrote and directed as well, right?
Yeah, with puppets.
With puppets.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's puppets in it too.
so do you have people doing the? So that's animation. The puppets are animation.
The puppets were done live, like the Muppets, and
Oh,
they're interacting with animated characters.
I see. Wow. And this was released last year, 2025.
Right.
Okay. So you were just telling me a while ago that you're going up to San Francisco next week
Yep.
to feature the
Yeah,
film, right? Yeah.
the
So
the the music video
the music
for
video.
Everything is Shattered. Yeah, it's Thursday, April 2nd at a place called ATA, Artist Television Associates, I think,
At the mission.
in the Mission, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you know you know it.
There's so many. I mean, I don't know. There's so many underground. Like San Francisco is the place. It's like New York,
Right.
where
Yeah, it's
you can catch those independent, really creative talents and the mission especially. So I'm not sure if that's where I went. It sounds familiar.
but yeah, that right. San Francisco is loaded with great spots like that.
And so, what time would this be featured? I mean, you know the time. I know it's a
Y- Yeah,
Thursday, right?
yeah, Thursday, April 2nd, doors open 7:30, show starts at 8, and it's going to be several animated films, or not actually, several films, short films presented,
And
and
local.
I don't know what time Shattered will be on.
Okay. I was just telling you I'm gonna miss it by a day because I'm arriving there Friday morning. Which I'm really, I would totally go check it out because I like doing, I like going and experiencing things like that, and I would totally watch, but missing it. Is it one night only?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been playing around the world, just like hitting different cities because Detroit Illharmonic doesn't tour because I don't think we've never all been in the same room together
Hmm.
at the same time. So um it's the way we get the music around the world is we send our videos to play at underground theaters and also film festivals and places like that. So that's our tour. Like last night we were in Austin, Texas. The film played in Austin. And then next week we're doing San Francisco, and I don't have the schedule in front of me, but the rest of the year it'll be playing in different cities.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll be sure to put it on. We'll be sure to put your website, which is DetroitIlharmonic.org, right?
Right.
Would it be
Yeah.
there? Okay. Would everything is everything in there? Like all the details on this? I'll be sure to mention it. Well, anyway, you're saying it out loud.
Yeah.
So there's a new single and video that's out as well. It's called "Who Loves You," and this is one of the tracks in there. Now this album, Everything Is Shattered, is released on Geza X Records,
Right.
right?
See, I got the t-shirt on.
Oh yeah, I know. They're really known for that. Yeah. Interestingly, right? I went on there's actually somebody I know in that album, in that record label. He lives in Maui.
Oh yeah, what's his name?
He's this punk guy. Um Hold on one second.
Yeah, Giza X Records was just like another of the magic ingredients in this project that just happened to fall into place as if we had a master plan, getting Giza
Yeah.
X, Paul Roessler, Jack Grisham, Keith Morris all together in one project.
Right. So Robbie Quine.
Okay, yeah, I don't know him.
Yeah, so I met him he always sends me music, but he hasn't done it in a while. But he's with the Barbarella Tones, and then he was performing one time at this really popular nightclub called the Wave many years ago. And he has really, it's like surf rock, surf punk rock
Cool.
kind of music. Yeah,
Love it.
and I didn't even know that. I remember where that came from. I was thinking Giza X Records, and then and then I remembered, but because it's been a while. But wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's
People are so connected, right?
yeah,
That's why,
the more you look, it's like or like if you have
yeah,
Instagram, you're like, how does this friend of mine know that other friend? How did that happen? You know?
yeah. When I saw Paul Rossler, I go, "Oh my God, there's Paul Rossler."
Yeah, it's really nice to see that there's I mean, I guess it's still all random, but that connectedness makes helps make sense of everything, you know?
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about Everything Is Shattered. Like, well, what is the whole inspiration behind that album? Because I know there's 14 tracks.
Right, so the song Everything is Shattered was written for the film, the cat food movie. It was a song that one of the characters in the film wrote, and then another character sang it. It was like a pivotal part of the plot. So that's where the song came from. And then when the movie was finished, it was like, well, we had all this music. Some of it was the score for the movie, and then there's a lot of basically what I call pop singles, right? Including Everything Is Shattered and the song Keith Morris was on. I felt like if we put it all out, we'd have this massive CD that would be so dense with material, people just get lost in it.
Mm-hmm.
So we put out a soundtrack album I'd rather be turned into cat food, which is mostly the background score. And then took Everything is Shattered, all the songs from the movie. Some of them were older Detroit Philharmonic songs. And I think that ended up being like 9 songs. And I was like, well, you know, we want to give, if people are going to buy the album, let's give them their money's worth. So we just added like 4 older songs that fit thematically.
Mm-hmm.
And just so if you buy the album, you get 14 songs now. And 5, I think, were not in the movie.
Yeah, and the single is being released on a 7-inch limited edition translucent blue vinyl record.
Yeah, those are so cool.
I know, yeah, they're collectible, right?
Did I send you one?
No, I would love
Okay.
one.
Oh yeah, yeah, we'll get you one for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
and no, I'm looking at this image. It's like a painting or like somebody is it is the band, I guess.
yeah, that's I'm not sure what you're looking at, but it's probably from the
Oh, it's a
animated film.
photo. I think it's by you. The image. Oh no, yeah, I think that's by you.
Oh, with the real people in it?
No, it's like cartoon.
Okay, the cartoon that yeah, that's from the movie. The animated
Oh,
that's from the
and so are those the members of the band?
right.
Oh, okay.
And so
Okay.
the one in the foreground
Mm-hmm.
that's the singer. She's a main character in the movie. And then
Oh.
the rest of the band doesn't really feature in the film.
Oh, okay. So who's featured in the film besides her?
Um, in the story, Jack Grisham's character was the original bass player in that band, and he got fired for not being good looking enough. And he was replaced with this pretty boy who didn't play the bass, he played the keytar, which I always thought was
The guitar.
yeah, the dumbest looking instrument. You could be a great musician and you cannot look cool playing a keytar. It's just impossible. So anyway, so yeah, Jack's character was originally in that band, but he's not in any of the band pictures because he was in the story, he was kicked out.
Oh.
And then the singer is the female character who's like in the foreground of all the
But
pictures.
she's in the
Right.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Her character and Jack Grisham's character were a couple in the movie.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And how long is the movie?
It's an hour and 14 minutes.
Oh, okay. And if people want to watch it,
People want to watch it, they can go to the evilcatland.com
yeah,
site.
I think I see that over here. Evil Cat Land. Okay, there it.
And
Yeah.
and there's a get the top menu, there's like a cat food section, and you click on that and you can right now the movie's available on this service called Kinema. And
Okay.
unfortunately it for the next year, like to watch it, you it's like a $6 rental fee.
Yeah.
And if you're curious about the movie, but you just don't want to lay down $6 for something you don't know, in about a year it'll be free.
Oh yeah. Or
Yeah.
if they want to support, then they can go ahead and go in there and click on the thing.
Right.
Support like, artists, creative artists and stuff.
I just know times are tight, so
I know, yeah, that's true.
I
Well,
want to want
yeah, they're free to do whatever they want, of course, but it's always good to support the artist, right?
I try to.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's like, you can if I really like some music, I mean, I can just listen to it for free on Spotify or YouTube. I never buy physical media anymore, but I'll go to Bandcamp or wherever if I'm going to listen to some new music over and over again, I'll buy the downloads even though I don't actually use them,
Mm-hmm.
just because it's like, otherwise how are people going to get paid to make their art anymore?
Right, right. I know, yeah. So, do you have anything coming up?
We're putting together a new feature film, animated film. It'll be out maybe a year,
Mm-hmm.
called DJ Fang's Great Escape.
DJ Fangs. Is that about a vampire?
No, but it's really kind of scary how uh, the parallels to what you were telling me about yourself. Um, her the main character, she's a DJ, meaning she plays clubs, but she writes music and she makes songs that are in the movie are like blowing up on YouTube.
Uh-huh. So
She's
is this a real person?
No, it's not a real person. She is all fictional. But the character herself, her actual name is Delia Jennifer Fang. So is she just
Oh.
she's like,
So
well,
how did you come up with this idea? Did you come up with it or you just decided? Did something what inspired you?
it was inspired by a sticker that I got from Razor Cake magazine,
God,
and there was like
that's
this
awesome.
there was this goth punk character on it
Uh-huh.
that I was just it was a cartoon character. I was like, that looks really cool. And then in my head, this whole story just evolved about her.
Yeah. Really
And so
interesting. Yeah.
yeah, so her character is her last name is Fang because her grandfather is Chinese and the rest of her grandparents are Filipino. And her and her friends, like her career is in the movie, her career is blowing up. And her and her friends are like, do we have to go through corporate America to take advantage of this, or could we go off the grid and escape from capitalism and set up our own thing? So that's their mission in the movie. And they find as the movie goes on, it's harder to do than you think it is. It
Oh,
is to escape
that's
the
really
web
interesting.
of capitalism.
Yeah, no, I like how you took that name instead of Fang. So is it spelled like Fong?
No, Fang, like
Oh, okay,
vampire.
okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's so interesting. Wow, okay. Now, what does that character look like?
The character design is still being worked on, but I think she's going to end up being somewhere in the realm of Wednesday Addams.
Oh, okay. Well, I would love to talk to you about that when you release it. That'd be interesting.
Cool. I'm sure I will be happy to talk about it.
I think that would really be interesting for a lot of people because it's very goth related in many ways.
Yeah,
And
it's out in book form now, so I can send you the book.
yeah, yeah, send me the book. Yeah, I would love to read it. Yeah, you're so talented in so many ways. You put out this different medium, music, film, all kinds of things, videos and animation.
Yeah, I think anybody that's got artistic inclinations can express it through any medium, and usually people focus on one
Hmm.
and get great at one. And I probably never got great at any one of them, but got really good at a bunch of them, you know.
So who puts the animation together?
That's my day job is being an animator. So
Oh, I see.
so
That's why
I
you're super talented. That's great. And so you also do the drawings and all that? Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see that. Yeah, I
On
mean, and this looks like an amazing project, that you and I like how you put everything together and how you feature it. And I know this is you have 9 albums prior to this and scores, right?
this is the ninth, yeah.
Oh, this is the ninth. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, if people want to check this out, the featured guest for this particular album, Everything's Shattered, is Jack Grisham of TSOL and Keith Morris from Circle Jerks and what's the other band he was in?
Black Flag.
Black Flag, yeah. And then there's so many others that's featured in this one. So you can check it out. There's a whole bunch of songs, right?
Yeah. 14 on the Shattered album, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's amazing. Yeah, and I'll put the link to how you can find it as well.
That would be so cool of you. Thank you.
Yeah, so Walter Santucci. Yeah, you're so amazing guy. Thank you for being on the show and introducing us to your latest project. I mean, I wish I knew about you before. But big shout out to Shameless Promotion PR.
Right?
Yeah.
She is magic.
Yeah, there's always a connection every time I interview somebody. For some reason I see something that, oh my god, I know that artist or whatever, there's I mean, with the goth scene you're kind of connected, but the punk scene is a little different, but I still that's post punk, I think, well, punk, post punk, whatever you want to call it, but
There's no clear line
yeah,
between
there
them.
isn't. Yeah, and yeah. Say hello to
I
Paul. What if you talk to him? Paul Rossler.
I actually, yeah, I might run into him Friday because he's at the
Is he in San Francisco?
no, I'm gonna get back to LA Friday night at Mark Mothersbaugh from Devo. He has an art gallery.
Who?
And
Really?
yeah,
In San
and
Francisco?
no, in
Oh.
LA.
Oh, okay.
And I forget what the event is exactly, but Paul Roessler is part of it. It might be about the Screamers
Oh. In LA.
in LA
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
next Friday. Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I wish it was in San Francisco.
Like that, it's like that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I
It's
know.
like the stuff in Frisco all next week that I'm like, because I'm gonna be there part of the week and I'm gonna miss a lot of cool stuff. And I'm gonna come back to LA and there's great stuff here. Uh, what are you gonna do? It's good to have too much than not enough.
Right. Right. Well, you keep yourself busy, right? And you entertain the world.
It's what we try to do.
Yeah. Well, Detroit Illharmonic Symphony, Walter Santucci, also known as Cool Walt, and this latest project, you could find it. I'll put the link on the bottom of the video, the interview. So Who Loves
Awesome.
You is out now also on single. And you're also on YouTube if people want to check that out.
Yeah,
And on Bandcamp
everything's
and
on
everything.
YouTube.
Yeah. And I can't believe you play the cello as well. That's amazing. All right.
Cello's the
It's
maybe
beautiful.
yeah, it's like maybe the best sounding instrument. To me, it is the best sounding
Yeah, for sure.
instrument.
It's one of them. Yeah. I love the piano too, violin,
Yeah.
guitar. I mean, they're all good. The drums.
Yeah, you got to do it right. If you do it right, anything is a good instrument.
Okay, just tell me quickly, which songs is Paul Roessler in?
He just did Everything is Shattered.
Okay. How about the other ones?
Um,
Just him, just that song?
yeah, just that
Oh,
song.
no, Paul Grisham. And then what about Keith Morris?
Just he's on the song If You Cooperate,
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right.
which is it's basically dialogue of his from the movie and background music from the movie at the same time.
Okay. That's great. All right. We'll put that down as well.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for joining me in the show, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. This was fun.